Okay, well, okay, let's see. Is it on August 15th, 2017, or August 20th, 2022, that you know uh, a very crazy event took place. I remember waking up and getting out the shower. I was in the master bathroom shower. I was getting out. My wife is on the bed. And you know, and a home invasion took place and stuff. And I was overpowered by several different people. Multiple times. I was given some type of sedative for sure, because I was barely awake and I felt very extremely sleepy. And so that I do remember. The physical evidence to have backed this up, I have one video on my one of my emails that you can see that it's been eradicated, or edited. Secondly, there's a scar. There's a new scar above my, there's scars on my body that I didn't have before. And third, not physical evidence, but third, I remember this doctor was at the foot of my bed, and he's examining my body, and there's several nurses around, and they're checking my pulse and connecting me to an IV, and they're like, wow, something about how did I heal so fast, and nobody's healed from a gunshot wound in that amount of time. I think it was like a week, I don't know. But then again, I think it was an AR-15, so those bullets are very small, they're just rapid. So the hole wouldn't be that big if it was an AR-15. I do remember certain times where, I think before they finally shot me, it was more just assaulting, punching me, and really just beating me up, really, to be honest with you. And let's see, there's one time that they're holding me up, and they're holding me up, and they're making me see these horrible things and shit, right? And I remember that when I saw that, somehow I, by the power of God, I don't know how the hell I surged up some type of energy, and I looked kind of funny though doing it, because I was on an extreme amount of sedatives that the doctor there was surprised, or whoever was there was surprised that I lunged at him, because after they did something very much to piss me off in front of they assaulted somebody to piss me off, and somehow I burst in with a mountain injury, and I lunged, and I hit the fucking dude on the face, and then I fell back down right immediately, because that was all I could do. But after that, I heard in the background fading, and they're like, cabrón, nunca, I've never seen that before. Somebody get out, what? They were scared. They're like, a la madre, mátala, la verga, or whatever. And then I was like, I whispered while I'm falling asleep. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, wait till I get back up, or just, oh man, why do I feel so sleepy? He said something like that, and I went back to sleep. And then they just they sat on my, they pressured me down. They just held me down. Next thing I remember, there's a blonde paramedic on top, not on top of me, but I was on the floor, and then there's a paramedic, and she's resuscitating me, and then I was like, where's my clothes? I know, but I don't know. And they gave me some clothes, some garments and stuff, and they brought me back to life, and so that's what I remember. And it just gets blurry from there. There's times where something about great abundance of financial well-being. So that's what I'm looking for. Yes. I don't have to work no more. Fuck that. I'm sorry. I'll pay back everything. I'll pay back everything. When I find money. No, I will go back to every store. Is that narcissistic? I don't care. It's paying back too. See, that's the thing with money. I hate how money changes people's attitudes. With me, I'm using it as a powerful, more motivation. Like, I'm not going to a strip club, man. I want to think about opening up like helping this hospital with more financial, needs. So don't get shit twisted, sweetie. Don't get mixed up. But that happened. Oh, I think I was, a lot of times where I was taken advantage of by maybe single women that were not single. So, and it wasn't my fault because I didn't agree to it. So, yeah. Not to mention, I came back to El Paso, even though I feel firmly I've done a lot I remember clearly I did a lot for, I'm not going to say y'all, but I've done a lot for people, period. And it's like, I don't feel I owe an apology. I feel everything's even, if not the scales of the universe. Actually, Dharma does exist. Karma. The negative ripples that we put out in life. It's like, I like to explain like this. We're like in a pond. We're in our own little pond, right? And when I was younger, I was dumb and I'd like to splash around, right? You're making ruckus. You're rocking the boat, right? And just picture little boats, floating around your little pond, right? And that's what I was doing. Right now, I stopped fucking around, I stopped hurting people. In fact, I did positive. So what's happening in my pond, the ripples are still settling down. So that'll give me time for the ripples to settle down in the water, set up the boats again, and then, be done with whoever feels they have need to, revenge me or whatever, get revenge. I got you back. Okay, you got me. Cool. You're done. Great. You got your pyramid of your poetic justice, whatever. Anyway, so once I'm done with that, I move on and just, I can already feel the good zen around me most of the time, right? And it's sadly when I'm alone. So yeah, that's the way I see it. I think that's the only way you can see it, right? It makes sense, right? The water would represent the timeline, and a boat would be like your friendship or relationships. And every so often, like one time, did I ever tell you that story in Oh, you think I'd be scared of him? You think? No, I would stare him down too. I feel like I had to answer. I don't know the minute. No, I'll do that, sweetheart. Don't test me. Pretty much anybody, pretty much. Maybe the last dude that I wouldn't, it was crazy from fucking Glenwood and shit. Because his face looked like this and he had a gun. So yeah, he was loading the bitch. So yeah, maybe I might think that fight over, just play this one smart. Huh. Anyway, so the water is like the line of life. What? And we're in that pond. And what I did was I fucked around. I was fucking a lot of dumb, whatever. I was just messing around. I was causing splashes. So now that I stopped, it's all slowly moving. People getting over their dumb shit, right? Sorry if I'm bothering you, man, but you can go. I'm sorry. Or unless you feel me, I don't know if that's a look of, yeah, I get you, or, oh my God, shut up. Like, man, you know what? So, that's what it's like. My water is just slowing down. There you go. And I feel calm. It feels good. Ow, what was that for, lady? That's what I feel like you want to do. Why? So, yeah, I feel like there's a big secret El Paso is not allowed to tell me. Because then again, they took it a little too far. I remember little facts like that. That their mentality, they're like, oh no, he owes us and blah blah blah, and when I actually did a lot for you motherfuckers and da da da. So it's like, man, oh boy, I believe it was quite a lot. So, point being, I'm gonna spread this video out, and I mean, if you have some type of response to me, man, please, because I've been looking for some type of response from anybody. Thank you. Okay.